Hello, Stormwater designers. Welcome back to part 3 of our Learn WWHM series. If you haven't watched part 1 and part 2, you can find those in the description down below. Now we're moving on to part 3. We talked about the purpose of WWHM, how it's going to solve the number one stormwater modeling problem. We talked about how it can integrate with different swim elements and allows you to do everything in one cohesive software package. We also want to show that it has all the capabilities and functions of previous Clear Creek Solution software packages, specifically WWHM 2012. We're going to go through a modeling scenario here, how that would work in WWHM, just to show you how smooth the integration is and how you won't have to change anything that you're currently doing in your modeling process. So right here, you can see we have the same map screen here. Some of the tabs look a little different. They have updated graphics, but we just want to show you how smooth this process will be. We're going to select our location on the map. We have the same county map as we've had before. It's the same setup. This is the new scenario tab here, pre-developed. It looks a little different, but we still have all the same elements that we're going to need. And then, of course, we have the included swim elements. If you don't care, if you don't even want to see the swim elements, you can unselect Show Swim. And now you're just going to see those traditional WWHM 2012 elements again, if you'd like to. Using the options, you can modify the interface a bit. I'm going to up the element size just so you can see the elements on the screen. We do have new icons for some of the elements. We have better graphics. It's going to be easier to see these. And they're of high quality here. So this is the new land use basin element here. And we're going to model a pond. This is the new pond icon here. And then these are the pre-developed and mitigated scenarios. So let's model a pond in WWHM, just as we would do it in WWHM 2012. So let's left click. Let's add this basin to the schematic here. We can move elements around freely in the new schematic by left clicking. And I'm going to add 3 acres of sea forest flat. Right click, connect to point of compliance, and let's run that scenario. This is the new run button here. It has additional options if you're doing some swim modeling, but if you're doing regular WWHM modeling, you don't need to do anything else. You can just hit that run button and it works just as it did in 2012. So that's done here. We have the pre-developed runoff. Let's go to the mitigated. I'm going to add a basin. Let's say we wanted 1 acre sea forest flat, 1 acre sea lawn flat, and 1 acre of impervious. This would be our project setup here. Connect to point of compliance. We can run that scenario. And now let's look at the flow duration standards. The new analysis block is over here. You can view the analysis tab here, this little graph icon, and select POC1. It's going to be the same analysis tab. It's going to have the same look, so we're not changing that. You should be able to find if your facility is meeting. Obviously, this facility is not going to meet the flow duration standard. We're going to need a mitigation facility. So as you can see, the facility failed. Let's add our pond. So disconnect point of compliance here. We have our trapezoidal pond here. We're going to add that to the schematic here. Right click and connect. It's very easy to connect elements in the new WWHM. We can go with quick pond. I'm going to go with auto pond here, or you can enter in your dimensions just as you've done in any other program. Let's go auto pond. Connect a point of compliance, auto pond. There we go. Slide the slider all the way to the right, and let's go create pond. And now this will auto size the facility for you, just as it does in WWHM 2012. And I'll see you guys when that is done modeling. Okay, so auto pond is done. We've modeled our facility. We got about a 39.5 by 39.5 pond here with 3-to-1 side slopes and a depth of 7 feet. You can see the outlet structure over here, and of course view the facility dimension diagram. So just the same, we can go to the analysis tab over here. That's this icon over here. And we can also look at the flow duration standard, just like WWHM 2012. And we can see the facility does pass for all the different flows. So we do have a passing facility. Operates just like WWHM 2012, just has some of the new features of WWHM, including swim elements, which we'll get into how we might integrate those into some of our next projects. But we have all the elements from WWHM 2012 here. The tank, the vault, the pond, the different lateral basins, and then of course, impervious and other elements like that. So thank you for watching part 3 of our WWHM series. You can view our other videos on our YouTube channel, hit subscribe, and then stay tuned for part 4 where we start going into some swim modeling. So we'll see you guys in the next video.